Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Eat with Cheryl. Today I'll show you how to make maandazi or mahamri. We're going to start with cleaning your surfaces. Our ingredients of the day are margarine or blue band, yeast, iliki, sugar, oil, flour and milk. You're going to have a bowl and your measuring stuff as well. So put the sufuria on fire, put your milk. We need the milk to be warm, so that's why I started with this step, so that by the time you get to using it, it's warm and not hot. Note, it shouldn't be hot. Na leo nitatumia Kiswahili and still English. So mtanielewa radhi. When your milk is at the right temperature, switch off your oven, and then you're gonna measure 4 cups of flour. I used the maandazi flour ya Ajab, the brand Ajab. I used 4 cups, so you're gonna measure 4 cups. You can use a plastic cup or the measuring if you don't have the measuring tool. Next step is the iliki. I used the whole spice iliki, but you can get the ground one from supermarket. Iliki in English is cardamom. So I used the cardamom pods, and you have to crack those open, get the seeds inside, and then I also used like 5 sachets of the cardamom pods. So after cracking them open, what you do is utatoa the seeds, and then you're gonna crush those into a fine powder. But if you can as well get they already crushed the spice as a whole at the supermarket where you are. So yeah, we crush those into a really fine powder. Also, there are those that like them whole, so you can use them as whole. So the next step is to pour the iliki kwa unga. Make sure you get it all in there. Kisha tutachukua hamira yetu, or rather your yeast. I use the instant dry yeast, so there is the brand Surf yeast. It's a really nice brand if you use that. The brand I used as well was really nice. So I put in the whole packet. I think you can, if you're measuring, it could be 1 tablespoon, 1 big tablespoon. Then the next thing is you put your sugar. Your sugar should be 3/4. Don't mind me, I'm a sweet tooth, so I use the whole cup, but recommended is 3/4. Then you're going to mix that well, koroga viungo vishikane vizuri. Then the next step is margarine. You can use margarine or you can use blue band if you don't have the margarine. So I used 1.5 tablespoon. I put in 1.5 tablespoon. This helps with making your maandazi really soft, so don't skip this step. And it's just a little anyway, so yeah, get it in there. You can use your fingers. Make sure your hands are really clean, the surfaces are clean before we start making your mahamris or maandazis. So once your margarine is in there, you're gonna mix it vizuri, mix it up vizuri using your hands, your clean hands. Some people may choose to use gloves, so whichever, as long as it's a clean or yeah, but you just need to use your hands. You can't use any other thing because you need to get the margarine into every bit of the flour. you will feel it as you're doing it. You'll feel it. You'll feel that you're actually mixing it well. So changanya vizuri unga wako na sukari na iliki na majarini yako. And then the next step is now to the milk. By now it's warm. Even if you outdid yourself and made it hot, right now it's warm. So for the milk, I put in first 1 full cup, because you can't really tell, huwezi jua kiwango cha maziwa haswa. Kwa hivyo nilitumia kikombe kimoja kwanza, kisha the other cup. I'm so sorry for that. The other cup, what you're going to do is add gradually, pole tuongeza pole kwa unga wako. Ongeza pole mpaka unga wako ushikane vizuri, until your flour gets like a dough. That's when you stop adding it. So me, basically, I used 1.5 cups of the milk for my dough to be ready, to just now to feel like it's ready. So as you're doing it, make sure you're mixing it well. Mix it well. Kanda unga wako vizuri. And now when you're done with the milk bit, utaendelea sasa kukanda. Mahamri mazuri yanatengenezwa ukikanda unga wako vizuri. You need to make sure your dough is perfect. You need to get your hands in there. So you can choose to continue kukanda kwa bakuli, ama unaweza weka your dough on the surface, on the clean surface that you cleaned at the beginning of the video. So make sure you clean your surface well. Then the next step is now the vegetable oil. You can put a tablespoon of vegetable oil ndio kusaidia kukanda unga vizuri. You can actually put it on your surface, then put the flour, then put the dough. So utakanda mpaka ushikane vizuri. Mahamri matamu ni kukanda unga. Hakikisha umekanda unga wako vizuri. Siwezi sisitiza hii zaidi. Kanda unga vizuri. Just make sure you actually go in the dough. Now when you feel like your dough is too wet, you can add a little bit of flour to your surface, so that you can really make sure the dough is well enough. Yeah. Now I was checking with my dough and showing you guys that the dough is not ready yet, so I had to continue. If you have a machine, actually this would really help you, but if you're using your hands, you have to really go in. Now my dough is ready. You can see how soft it looks, how soft it feels. You have to feel your dough is soft. So mine was actually ready at this point. Our next step is cutting the dough into small bits. You separate your dough into smaller balls. Make them into balls. So this step actually can be different for people. For me, this is what I did because I had to rush somewhere. But you can actually make these small round doughs and then proceed to the next step of rolling them and cutting them. Then you can cover them after, but I chose to cover them at this point after making them the round doughs, covering them with flour. So I made my round balls and then I covered them with flour. Make sure you cover them with flour, separate them. So once your doughs are made, your round balls are made, cover them with flour very well. Make sure they're covered in flour. Then the next step is to make sure that they have enough space, so that zikifuya, when they bulge up because of the yeast, zikuwe na enough space like that. You see how I've separated them. So I covered mine. I ended up covering mine at this point because there's something that needed my attention, but you could choose to roll them already and then cover them. Also, you could choose to do this. You see now they are puffed up. So what you do is you take your flour, apply some flour, then roll using a rolling pin. Roll them, but not so much. Make sure you have a little bit of thickness so that your mandazi zikifuria zisipasuke wenyewe saa ile unazipika. I try to get a round shape like my mama taught me. Then you cut into your desired shape. A mandazi is definitely with 3 panes, so that's how you do it. So that's how you go ahead and do all your little balls, and this is the thickness. Unavyoona. So now heat your oil kwa kikaango in a pan. Make sure your oil is really hot, really hot. Then you can begin cooking your mahamri. The thing is, my kikaango was really small, so I ended up doing 2 at a time, but first getting 1 done, then going ahead to the next. Unavyoona mahamri yangu yanafura, kumaanisha iliki imeiva vizuri. Mahamri yanafaa fure, but kawaida si yote huwa yanafura. So don't feel bad if yours done. You can try again and again. This recipe is available for you to try as many times as you want so that you can get it right. You can fry them to the color, your desired color. I don't like mine that dark, so that's how you fry them. That's the color I like.
My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes.
So that's how you fry your mahamris or mandazis. You can go one at a time, but if your frying pan is big enough, you can do as many as you can. So you see, this was almost busting. there you have it. You can enjoy this with chai, tea, milk tea, kahawa, a juice, blended juice, milk. Unavyoona mahamri yangu yameiva vizuri. You're welcome to try this recipe. Can't wait to see you again, to share other videos with you. Thank you so much for subscribing. See you guys in the next video.